Pooping. Oh, we were just having some technical problems. We've got them sorted out. Hey everyone, we're live. Welcome to our third baby shower of 2024. Thanks for joining us. My name's Becky. You may remember us from weeks before. No sound, because you're muted. Hey guys, can you hear me? All good. All right. Today is not our day. We had almost a tornado up here. It was so windy. The chairs went flying. Anyway, my name's Becky. You might have seen me before in our past baby showers. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Helping me tonight on the Facebook live stream, we have our clinic supervisor and one of our wildlife rehabilitators, Kyla. I'll introduce you to her in 1 second. And on the chat tonight, we have Nyowith. Nyowith is a summer worker with us, helping us with social media and events. So, hey, say hi to us in the chat. Let us know where you are watching from. Are you watching from Calgary? Are you watching from overseas? Let us know where you are. If you're watching from Calgary, let us know what community you're in. And shout out to everyone or anyone who's watching from Bowness right now. Big, props to you for dealing with everything you've been dealing with for the past week. And I heard that your boil water advisory is done. So that's wonderful. Congratulations. Okay, so why are we here? Of course, we are here to show you, our supporters, some babies up close, something that, you wouldn't probably get to see in real life, in the wild. So it's a great opportunity to, thank our supporters by showing them, these amazing up close videos. But of course, it's a way for us to raise funds and money. In the summer months, we take in, 6 to 7 times more patients than we do in the winter and fall. Last year, our record was 41 patients in one day. Today's been crazy. Everyone's been run off their feet. It's really the summer season now, and things are starting to ramp up. So we like to fundraise, obviously, to help, with food and medication and all that for all the mouths we have to feed in the summer. So we have so many ways to help us reach our goal, which is $30,000, which covers only about 2 months of food and medication. So the first way is a 50-50 raffle. Nyowith can pop that link into the chat for you below me. Right, I think the last time I checked, we were at $14,000. We're totally going to hit 20K. So that's 10K for the winner, 10K for the wildlife. That runs until the end of June. The winner will be contacted on July 1st on Canada Day. The second way is a incubator fundraiser. We use incubators all the time, but in the summer, of course, when we have so many teeny tiny babies and their bodies are fragile, they need that safe and warm space to be. We're short a few, so we have a GoFundMe going right now. We're not quite halfway to our goal, but we're getting close. Nyowith will pop that into the chat for you below. And finally, a special incentive for people who come to the live streams, like all of you, who do we have, 19, 20, 25 viewers right now? So starting right now, the first 5 donors of $25 or more who donate via the dedicated donation link, Nyowith will pop that into the chat for you in about 2 seconds. First 5 donors, $25 or more, will get a extra special thank you for donating gift in the mail. These are only happening during our baby showers every year, so you can't get them in our online store or anything. And on top of that, the top 3 donors of the whole baby shower, so that's to the end of June, get an extra special thank you for donating gift in the post. There's one small change to our format tonight. So any of your animal specific questions, like when we go into the feeding, if you have a question about why something is happening or, why it's doing that, please pop that question into the chat for us. We're going to answer those live in real time after we finish the feeding. So just be patient. When we're done the feeding, please don't leave right away because we'll be discussing those questions with you in real time. I think that's about it for me. So I'm going to flip you round and introduce you to Kyla. I have to find the flippy button. And here we go.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Kyla. Thanks so much for doing this. I know it's been a very busy day for you. A few questions. So we're looking at magpies. They are part of the corvid family.
Yeah.
Tell us something interesting or fun about corvids.
Corvids are super intelligent. They have been tested to have the intelligence level of between a 3 and 7 year old child. So they understand language, they recognize faces, they can problem solve. They're incredibly intelligent, and that is the whole family. So that's ravens, crows, and jays, and there are some in South America as well.
Amazing, thank you. So I heard you tell me earlier today that we're going to be seeing 2 different lots of magpies of different ages. I guess how old are the different ages that we're seeing tonight?
The first ones we'll see in the nursery are between 3 and 4 weeks old. And then the guys that we're going to see in main caging that are eating a little bit more solid food, they're getting really close to a fully fledging, which is when they leave the nest. So they're probably 5, maybe 6 weeks old. It happens really fast.
Amazing. Okay, so we're seeing, this is great, 2 different stages of their development. Super exciting. Do we know any of the circumstances about why either of these came into us?
There are a couple groups, a couple that we put together that came in separately. Nest destruction is a big thing. Nest blowdown. When they're fledging, they go out on the branches. They're trying to fly, but unlike mammals, mom and dad can't pick them up and take them back to the nest. So they stay on the ground. And obviously people get concerned because we have big hearts and we're wondering what's going to happen if they stay on the ground. Mom and dad still feed them, but they just can't get them back up in the nest.
Gotcha. Okay, so we have the littler ones and then the bigger ones. So how often are we feeding the little ones and how often are we feeding the bigger ones?
The little guys get fed every 30 minutes. They started at 15 when they first came in, and the bigger guys are between 45 minutes and an hour.
Every 15 minutes. Did you hear that? This is how run off our feet, our staff and team are. It's nonstop in the summer. So this is what, this is why we need so much support too, just because our team is run off their feet. So before we go over, just a quick reminder, whenever we do any feedings or wildlife care of any type, we are silent. This is because why? We don't want to stress out the patients. We don't want them to become accustomed to our voice or habituated or like associate, human voices with food. So we'll be quiet, but don't worry. In the chat, if you have questions about what's happening, what you're seeing, anything specific to, corvids, put your question in the chat, and when we come back, we will answer them in real time, okay? So don't leave, and yeah, let's go.
Right.
While we're walking down the hallway, Neowith can pop in. How about that 50-50, Neowith? Here we go. I'll flip around. We're heading into, oh, hello, you're on the live feed. Sorry. It's a busy time of year. People are running around. All right, going into quiet mode. This is our nursery. So right now, Kyla's just checking the temperature to make sure that it's not too hot and not too cold. Wow. All right, so we're leaving our nursery, heading through one of our exam spaces and into our main caging area where our more stable patients are housed. And these are going to be the older guys. So here we go. And I'm flipping you around. Oh. No. No. Maybe it's the selfie stick.
I guess. No.
You want this one or no? On the top or no? Okay. Sometimes they just don't want to eat. I think these guys are sort of starting to self-feed now a little bit.
A little bit. It's also late in the day.
And so they probably already
Yeah,
eaten a lot.
Getting ready to go to sleep. Mom and Dad will feed them from sunup to sundown.
Gotcha. All right, we're coming back in. Shut the door. That was a super fast feed. Super fast feed. I'm going to flip around. We have a lot more questions. All right, flipping around to you, Kyla, again. Let me find my questions. There they are. So, magpies will often get a bad rap. We hear a lot about that. People not loving magpies. Can you tell our viewers and our watchers why magpies are important to have around in our communities and important to the ecosystem?
They're super important for the ecosystem because they clean up. They go around. They till the ground. They pull worms and grubs off of trees and out of the ground, and they clean up carrion. So stuff, unfortunately, roadkill. They will feed off of things like that. And the other thing they do is clean up our garbage. That's why we need to put our lids on. But if we don't put the lids on the bins, they will clean up whatever everybody else pulls out.
Amazing. Yeah, so they're a really important part of the ecosystem. They're cleaning up carrion, roadkill, and things like that. So we have two different sizes. When are the smaller ones going to be going out roughly, and when will we be releasing the bigger ones roughly?
The bigger guys, based on the flapping that I just saw, probably in the next week and a half. And the smaller guys, probably 2.5 weeks.
Amazing. Okay. I'm looking at everyone's questions. I'm trying to find an appropriate question. Let's see. Do you have any anecdotes? Kyla, I'm putting you on the spot. Magpie stories or anecdotes?
My absolute favorite magpie story is the place that I just moved into. Last summer when it got super hot, I started putting trays of water outside. And every morning I would get up and there would be a tiny pebble on the railing to my back door.
What?
Yep. So it was it's pretty amazing. So they just came and they can talk, they can mimic human voices. So they make noises and they try and have conversations with people. Yeah.
They have like what, something like 35 different vocalizations. I think that's what I read. It's insane. All right, we have a question from Tamara Tree. Are the magpies released where they were rescued?
Yes. It's part of our mandate here at Calgary Wildlife. The animals go back to where they came from. There are obviously exceptions. When there's habitat destruction, things like that. But the magpies go back, maybe not into the same yard, but they'll go to a green space nearby, and then they can disperse with their family.
Amazing. We have another question from Lacey Wilson. Lacey Wilson asks, since these are wild birds being hand-fed, do you have to wean them similar to parrots and parakeets?
It's interesting. The wild birds actually wean themselves. That's kind of what you saw with the bigger guys when I was feeding them. They wanted a little bit and then they didn't, but there's several dishes in there. So they've actually started to feed themselves and then they just stopped taking food from us.
Amazing. We have a really interesting comment. It's not really a question. It's a comment similar to what you had just said about the pebbles. This is from Paul Godard. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, Paul. So he said that his dad passed away 3 years ago, and that the magpies he talked to and he gave treats to would come out of the trees and make a big deal with noises and sounds and all kinds of different sounds. And then I think when he drove away, the magpies would follow. So I think it's that like facial recognition is what Paul is getting at.
Yeah, they make friends and they make enemies. So keep that in mind as well.
So just like a raven or anything else, if you upset them, they will remember you and come a-chasing. All right, let's see. If there are any more questions, guys, we have a couple more seconds before we end the feed. If you have a question, pop it in the chat. I'm looking at them live right now. Treat them kindly, says Tamara Tree. Of course. We love the magpie. Nothing else, I don't think. Bonnie Presser says they are so smart. Yes, they are, Bonnie. All right, I do not see any more comments, so I am going to quickly flip back to myself and try not to trip over the bench. Very good, Becky, thank you. Awesome. All right, well, thanks everyone so much for joining us tonight. Reminders, our fundraising goal is $30,000. We are, last time I checked, we're over 20,000, so we're doing really well this year. So thank you so much to everyone who's already donated for all of that stuff. 50-50, it's going to be up to $20,000. I'm 100% sure about that. We were at about 14 last time I checked. Get your tickets before they sell out. Tell your neighbors, your families, your friends, your animal lovers, all those people, let them know to get their tickets. Please share that link around for us. The GoFundMe for the incubators, we'll put that into the chat for you. We're about halfway there, not quite. So any sharing around you could do for us would be great. At the beginning of the feed, the live feed, we said the first 5 donors of $25 or more via that dedicated link would get a special gift in the mail. You might still have a spot open. You never know. There were actually spots open at the end of last week. So if you're wanting to get it on that swag that's limited edition, $25 or more through that link, gets you that. Top 3 donors of the whole baby shower month till the end of June gets an extra special gift. I think that's it. I think next week is our last baby shower of the year, unless something happens and we get in like a zebra or something crazy that we want to show you. But I think next week is the last week, so keep your eyes on our socials. If you want to get our updates straight to your inbox, make sure you sign up footer of our website for our email updates that will go right to your inbox. I wanted to say a huge shout out to our staff, all of our volunteers. They are always run off their feet at this time of year and doing a lot of difficult, hard work. So thank you to all the Calgary Wildlife staff and volunteers. Shout out to Bonus community members. If any of you are watching, it's been a tough week. And that's all for us. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. We don't know the animal yet, but it'll be cute. Thanks everyone for signing in. See you next time. Bye.